laid our lunches in the grass. Already cold, but we didn't mind. The sky was wide above our heads, so we laid back and took our time. Nothing pulling at our sleeves, no place else we had to be. Just clouds moving slow and quiet, like they had nowhere to go. I don't know how the hours passed, doing nothing felt just fine. A plane went by, so high and small, drew a long white line through it all. We watched it fade into the blue, didn't say a thing, just me and you. I wonder now, from time to time, where you are when I see that line. We walked back down that gentle hill, a tall tree throwing us some shade. Rain had carved the dirt road soft, left little streams and puddles made. We stood around and stared them down, like there was something there to find. Funny how a day like that could hold us for such a long, long time. I can't recall a single word of what we talked about back then. A plane went by, so high and small, drew a long white line through it all. Spring or fall, I'm not sure now, just like jackets on the ground. I wonder now, from time to time, where you are when I see that line. Now my days break into pieces, 15 minutes at a time. Coffee cools while my phone keeps buzzing. I don't look up like I used to, not much anymore. A plane goes by, I catch its trail, still takes its time, still leaves a mark. I stand there longer than I should, let it fade out in the dark. If you ever see it too, hope you smile the way we did, just lying back with nothing planned, watching the sky like it was all we had. That long white line across the sky. I got in a yellow cab late afternoon, said take me out to Old Spring soon. He nodded once, didn't say a thing, just city lights and the diesels hum. High rises cutting up the sky, sidewalks stretching hard and dry, stealing glass and parking land. Didn't look like water ever ran. Sign on the corner, bold and clean, welcome to Old Spring. Traffic humming, fading light, windows glowing through the night. On had turned real sun. It had another name. I'm from here before the concrete claimed the name. When I was sick, my daddy would rise before the sun touched the sky. Walk those stones in the early cold, tin cup shaking in his hole. The town's real name was Marble Spring, water clear and strong, running steady all night long. They called it Marble Spring back then, but to a boy it was Marble Spring. Cold as marble, bright as prayer. Marble Spring, that's what they called it then. But nothing here feels like water now. No shade trees bending in the wind, no trace of where it might have been. Just straight lines drawn in chrome and stone. A place that feels like it's always known. I was a stranger before his story, just passing through, no sense of memory. Though they keep laying down blacktop, burying what was once the rock, I can almost hear it flow under streets I didn't know. Sun, it had another name before the concrete claimed the name. When I was sick, my daddy would rise before the sun touched the sky. It's still down there, under Marble Spring. As I got older, we talked less. Dad was always getting home late. I had my world, he had his. We learned to live with the space. He had 2 days off in a month. One of them he took me out on the back of his small engine bike. 30 minutes, no way around. We rode without a single word. Wind fell in what we didn't say. The creek was waiting where we stopped. Another quiet kind of day. I said I had to find a bathroom. Dad just smiled, said, son, look around. This is nature, this is freedom, and walked me down to softer ground. Some things you don't talk through, you learn them by standing still, by watching hands that never fit do something they know for real. Dad was never good with tools, his hands slipped, knots came loose, but fish and minnows, he was magic. Every cast came back with proof. Shallow water, deeper bends under roots and broken shade. Everywhere he dropped that line, something living took the bait. He showed me how to thread a hook, how to read the moving stream. I don't remember the words now, but I remember what they mean. We swam a while after the rods, I can't recall the time or why, but I still see that scar he had cut deep above his thigh. Some things you don't ever learn he knew all along. I chose these songs, this quiet sound, 'cause he's still here somehow, in country roads and shallow streams where Dad knew what to do and how.
I was scared of shadows on the wall, always wiping tears I couldn't hide. They said I was too quiet, too small. I just learned to watch from the side. My brother stood like he always did, strong enough for both of us. I stayed behind the line on the field, last one chose, and that was us. They called it fear, I called it home, a heart that felt a little more. I didn't know back then at all that this was strength, not a flaw. If you're scared, it doesn't mean you're weak. If you're quiet, it doesn't mean you're lost. Some of us just feel things deep and pay a different cost. You don't have to run, you don't have to fight. You're already brave, just staying alive. They fixed my eye in an afternoon, such a simple thing they said. My mother cried in the waiting room. I'm sorry it took so long, she said. She was busy keeping life together after everything fell apart. But love was there in every letter, in every careful start. If you're scared the world won't break you, there's less to fear than what you think. One day you'll see what you came through, standing stronger on the brink. Nothing about you was ever wrong. You were just learning how to be strong. To my child and the boy I was, there's nothing here you need to fear, except the day I'll miss her voice when she's no longer here.
We were young, we didn't call it love, didn't know what we were running from. No plans, no lines about tomorrow, just killing time and stealing hours. We never said the words out loud, he just let the days go by. Two kids walking different roads, with the same old questions in our eyes. I see you after all these years, standing there like nothing's changed. And your eyes,
I'm 22 again,
a version of me I left behind. All the roads we chose apart led us back to where we start. You said I used to read those comic books, try and see the world a different way.
funny how you kept that picture,
but I forgot it yesterday. Now I see you after all these years,
not as who we've loved to be.
But as two kids with no direction, just a little faith and company.
We had different names for home, different lives, different names. But the time we never touched still knows the sound of everything.
You still remember those comic books, the way I tried to see the world.
Now all I read are overdue bills
and letters signed in someone else's name.
Now I see you after all these years,
not to change what we became,
but to meet the ones we used to be.
You for the years gave us looming